The partisanship, the weaponization will be gone. America will have one tier of justice for all.
That is, of course, a lie. Well, to be fair, it's several lies. The Republicans don't believe we should have one tier of justice for all, and they know that we do not. They know that the Supreme Court said Donald Trump can break whatever law he wants, and there is nothing you can do about it. And even if the Supreme Court wasn't on board, there would be no investigations of his crimes because the DOJ, the FBI, the Attorney General herself are just his personal lawyers. The independence that they used to have to ensure that there is a respect for the law, that people can trust that the government is not getting involved in questions of justice, that is long gone. It doesn't exist anymore. And that's the first of several lies that you saw from Pam Bondi. The idea that the weaponization of government is over is, of course, a statement broadcast from Bizarro World, because the weaponization of government was just getting started at that point. And it is difficult 6 months in to identify one of Donald Trump's enemies that is not being targeted by his administration, whether that's a university that has allowed freedom of speech or a law office that has represented someone, one of the many people that he's had feuds with. All of them have been attacked by the government. You can be the host of a late night show and he's gonna target you by going after the company that employs you. Free speech does not exist any more than the independence of the DOJ does. And let's add another one of Donald Trump's longtime enemies to the list that is now being investigated. He is pushing for George Soros and George Soros' family to be locked up, okay? He posted this on Truth Social. George Soros and his wonderful radical left son should be charged with RICO because of their support of violent protests and much more throughout the United States of America. We're not gonna allow these lunatics to rip apart America anymore, never giving it so much as a chance to breathe and be free. And I have to assume the breathe thing, that's gotta be mocking the social justice protests of 2020, right? I mean, what else could that, I don't know what else that could possibly mean. But anyway, see, what you need to understand is that Donald Trump takes violent protests very seriously, so long as it's not a violent protest that he directly unleashed and sent to the government. Those are not serious. In fact, everyone involved should be pardoned, even if they were successful in killing law enforcement officers that were protecting our elected officials. The other ones, those are serious. And something George Soros should be investigated. So this is just the latest thing that Trump is doing. I'm sure that he personally hates George Soros or whatever, but this is mainly for the base. This is for Fox News. This is for the audience of Alex Jones or whatever. This is also, as so many things are, to distract from the fact that he continues to refuse to release the Epstein files. And so George Soros is a billionaire that has provided some funding to organizations or whatever, and he's also Jewish, and so that fits into all of their conspiracy theories. And so in hindsight, it's actually, the only thing surprising about this is that it took him this long to go after this guy. And so that's what they're gonna do. And likely he'll be raided inside of a week. Kash Patel also wants to distract from his culpability in covering up the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell and their accomplices. And so he'll probably be busting down George Soros's door. But let's jump to graphic 4 as we end. It's not just Soros. Let's see, you had Chris Christie, who they said they'd be investigating earlier this week for Bridgegate. John Bolton, of course, was raided for possessing, they say, classified documents, which again, just like unleashing a violent riot, is now, I guess, a crime. It wasn't when Donald Trump did it. Adam Schiff formed a legal defense fund because they're targeting him too. Lisa Cook was fired from the Federal Reserve because she wouldn't give Donald Trump the rate cuts that he wants. Sorry, the cover story is that she had some problem with her mortgage paperwork, but it was because she wouldn't give Donald Trump the rate cuts that he wants. And the list goes on and on and on. And Tish James is on there. And I mean, every politician, they're locking them all up. Did you not hear them when they chanted it? This is what they do, okay? If you're black or brown, you get deported. If you're not, or even sometimes if you are, you get investigated and possibly locked up. That's what weaponization of government and the censoring of free speech looks like, and you're seeing it every day.